You're about to hold a plank for just 60 seconds. You know it's coming. The burn in your core, the burn in your arms. That mental countdown ticking and ticking away. You're already thinking, I can't do this. I'm gonna collapse at 60 seconds. Now imagine you push through that feeling. You hold on. Maybe your body starts shaking. Your mind is screaming just to stop. You tell yourself, just one more second. You make it to 60. You're feeling pretty proud of yourself. But then you don't stop at 60 seconds. You don't stop at 5 minutes. You don't stop in an hour. You keep going, then 2 hours, then 10 hours. That's what George Hood did when he set the world record for the world's longest plank in history, a feat that most thought was not possible. But there's something deeper happening here. We often think of grit as that mental toughness that helps people achieve extraordinary things, like ultramarathoners running on broken bones. But here's the twist. Grit isn't just mental willpower. It's rooted in biology. And the most powerful indicator is a protein that we're just starting to understand called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as the fertilizer for your brain, a protein that helps neurons, the cells in your brain, grow, stay healthy, and communicate more efficiently. This protein is crucial for things like memory, mental resilience, and many things increase BDNF, including sunshine, blueberries, and antidepressants. Exercise increases BDNF the most, and the plank, yes, the simple yoga pose, just might be one of the best exercises for building mental toughness. Practical applications of this medicine. I'm a clinical professor and diplomat at the Department of Preventive Medicine at UCSD. I've been doing clinical research for 40 years. In the clinic, many of my patients I care for are so-called medically destitute. Some have had a heart attack or stroke in their 40s or a devastating accident in their 20s, rendering them unemployable, stripping them from everything, and leaving them in chronic pain and disability with a heavy dose of despair. In no way am I suggesting something as basic as a plank can fix these conditions, but more research is warranted to learn the potential benefits. What makes the concept of grit and BDNF so powerful, so compelling to me as real-life examples of individuals enduring these devastating conditions. Researchers and clinicians have a lot of questions about grit in the plank. No one has ever studied BDNF during a plank. We know this: the most effective exercises for BDNF are planks, those requiring mental effort. If you've done a plank, you know how quickly mental effort, fortitude, is required. That, along with what we've learned from George, leads us to believe that the plank may have one of the most effective and efficient ways of increasing BDNF. You see, grit is not just for planks. BDNF is not a theory. It's backed by science. In 2005, an article that is amply named the journal Hippocampus is described as an animal study, which is exhausting physical exercises like continuously swimming produce less BDNF than exercises that require mental focus, like navigating mazes. In people, activities such as yoga, of all things, that combined physical effort and concentration have produced some of the highest levels of BDNF ever measured. Currently, I'm designing a study for people like Daniel to see if the plank relieves pain. Daniel suffers from a very rare condition known as CRPS, which is infamous as one of the most painful diseases. There's no known cure. As one patient said, the slight drip of water feels like lead in my skin. Despite living in excruciating pain, Daniel managed to do a plank for over 9 hours on his CRPS arm. Think about that for a minute. The most physically and mentally challenging exercises helped one of the most painful conditions. Now we have evidence that an important part of the answer lies in BDNF. In August of 2024, an article appeared in the Experimental Neurobiology titled "The Modulation of BDNF by Physical Exercise." They found exercise doubled the levels of BDNF. I am here to raise awareness so that the relationship between exercise, BDNF, and the improving of quality of life may be studied further. BDNF is hot in the research world. I'm about to make it hotter. George, Daniel, and my patients deserve as much. Now I'm going to leave you with a challenge. The next time you need more grit in your life, do a plank. If you can't get on the floor, do it on the wall. It only takes a minute, but that minute can be transformative.